Good day, compadre. Welcome to today's Flex Awaken session. Another illustrious one on the cards for us today. Upgrading strength, muscle mobility, getting you feeling at your best inside and out. What more could we want? We're just going to need a selection of dumbbells to take care of business today. You're going to see me move probably just through a couple of pairs today, maybe upwards of 3, but simply do your best with your current equipment accessibility. And you're still going to get an incredible session on the cards. You're even going to see me go weight free more than likely with some of the movements today that require long ranges of motion, all right, and some real keen attention to detail. So watch out for that. I'm going to be talking to you throughout anyway, so you can get the most out of these sets and reps. There's so much to crack on with, so I'm going to waste no more time. We're going to get warmed up. Okie croaky, my friend. Listen, I'm feeling a little stifferoo in the neck, so I'm going to be starting with neck rotations today. Call me selfish. I'm going to be doing this in a saddle to start stretching out those feet and ankles, but you can do it tall kneeling or whichever you're most comfortable with. All right, so just isolating the neck, I'm going to take the chin to the chest, scrape it along to the left as much as I can until I'm looking over that left shoulder, then axial rotate along the ceiling until I'm looking over the right shoulder, then rotate chin to chest, and now I'm going to go the other way. Back over the right shoulder. Oh, begin to work a little bit harder, just a little bit harder with each rep. We'll have time for a couple more. Oh, Billy, I don't know about you, it's been a long one, you know? It's been a long old day. And I know I'm going to feel better at the end of this session. You know, sometimes when inaction just takes hold and you don't want to do anything and it's so hard to just start the thing, well, you know me, I'm a real proponent of just start the thing, don't worry about the rest. So here I am starting the thing with you guys, and I'm glad you are too. Pike leg lifts, feet together, just going to alternate squeezing one leg and lifting it up. Looks so simple, but goodness me, these are just can be hellacious. Strengthening the hip flexor on the front, getting that nice and warm. And you'll also get some core compression in here. If you're finding it too easy, friend, well, don't mind me. You can lean further forward, and that's going to increase the demand, naturally leaning further back. Halfway there. Make that a bit easier. Oh, yes.
10 seconds.
You might even be cramping through the middle of that quad. That's a classic.
Rest.
Okay, we're going to stay in this position. Z press position. We're going to be doing some shoulder swimmers here. So I'm going to be initiating this with my knuckles on the small of my back, relaxed. I'm going to sit tall. I'm going to pull my elbows back, extend away with the thumb pointing down, and then begin rotating my arms to the sky until I'm in this big Y shape. Sitting tall, and then fold my hands behind my head. Try to keep them pulled as far away from the head as you can, and then go back the way you came. Keep thinking about extending that chest towards the sky.
Halfway there.
As you work through your rotations. Oh, Billy. I'm going to squeeze in another one here. Shoulders back. Extend. Rotating. Y. Back of the head. Back around. Lovely. Next up, we're going to be doing a crab with a reach. Reverse tabletop, depending on the animal kingdom you're in. These can be tough. If you don't want to do the reach that I'm going to add in today, then you can just do the regular tabletop if that's challenging the shoulders enough. So I'm going to try fingers pointing away, knees bent, and I'm going to drive up, send one arm over and reach over the opposite side, and then come down and rinse repeat on the other side. Again, if this feels a little bit wild, just stick to both arms up, no reach.
Halfway there.
Shoulder extension, where the arm is behind the torso, tends to be a little weak or inhibited
10 seconds.
in most of us because it's the least utilized in everyday life. So unless you give it a good showing to on purpose, it probably will be quite tight.
Rest.
Okay, last one. Just going to grease the groove on our squat. not actually doing any regular squats today. So my arms are on the inside of the knees and I'm going to pinch the shoe. Then I'm going to press the hips to the sky, try to straighten the leg. Don't worry, just take it as far as you can. Don't let go of the shoe, that's important. Then pull the bum back down, look at the sky. Look back through. Watch the legs. Really nice movement here, classic. Can make you feel really tight at first, but just sprinkling this one in there throughout the day can be a really good way of opening up the front and back of the body.
10 seconds.
Big upper body move coming up first, guys. So I'm going to grab a pair of moderate dumbbells. Just something in the middle. We're going to be doing a glute bridge press. If you've been following along in this series, this has been one of our staple upper body moves. But the variation today is a 1 1/4.
Rest.
So what I want from there is, as I come down to the bottom, I'm going to come up just a little bit, and then back down, and then finish the rep to the top. So 1 1/4 reps in 1 rep cycle, all the while holding that bridge position. So let's take a look.
Let's go.
So, nice big bridge, up a little bit, down, and then full rep. All right, so it's just that extra little bit that's happening in the stretch. All right, that stretch position is the most fertile area for gains. All right, that's where those little micro tears are happening. So adding a bit more time spent there. Oh, that's a fine idea. How many reps? Well, you might have stopped by now, but generally 8 to 12 there is fine. But it doesn't really matter, honestly, as long as you're challenging yourself. You could go on the higher side. If you've got access to the kind of weight that's tough, then we can go something like that. As low as 6 repetitions, but I'd keep it 8, 9, 10. Right, I'm gonna be in this half kneeling position. Just to start looking at some ankle range. Again, bonus assignment. I'm driving my knee as far over the toe as I can before the heel wants to lift. And then I'm gonna do a little calf raise. And then all the while keeping that knee pressed forward so that when the heel's coming towards the floor, it's a bit of a challenge. It's like, oh, right there. That's when you've got the sweet spot. Just looking to open up the ankles because we're gonna need them coming up next. So spending a bit of time here. Just gonna do one and then we'll do the other after set 2.
10 seconds.
Really nice drill this, low lift, do this anywhere. We are coming up on our next set of presses though. So, by all means run into the clock here if you want to grab a different weight. I'm going to stick to this one for set 2. See if I can get 12 reps. They're long reps. Slow to the bottom, kiss the elbow, up a little bit, back down, touch, and go. Lots happening. Keep that control in there. Slow, smooth, little bump. Go. Keep that chest puffed up, shoulders pulled back into the floor. These things can fade throughout a set. So I can just remind you gently to get back to them. Oh yeah, that was nice. Okay.
Halfway there.
Just going to come into that ankle drill on this side, getting my knee forward as far as I can go till I've got that big stretch in the Achilles on the back, and then rock and roll a calf raise. Keep it driving forward, light kiss of the heel down, and again. As much force as you can tolerate.
10 seconds.
Okay, I'm going to come into that last press here. If you want to have a bit more rest here, you can, because I'm not going to do any mobility drill on the next one. So come in when you're ready. Triceps really starting to get tired. Oh my goodness, lovely. All right, gang.
Halfway there.
Keep on rocking if you are. You can do this, you're incredible. But when this clock finishes, we will be straight into the next pairing. So be mindful of that. I'm gonna go body weight only for the next one. It's gonna be an ATG split squat, ass to grass, as they say in the business. So 30 seconds, all right? I'm gonna start talking to you now because this one's got a lot of nuance, so stay with me if you can. So split squat variation where we're looking to take the front knee through a really deep range of movement, as much as you can. The reason I'm going body weight first is because for a lot of us, the ankle range is going to be the limiting factor. If your heel lifts a bit at the bottom, it's okay as long as it feels okay, all right? I just want you to have a play. So I'm setting my feet hip width apart, big step back.
Let's go.
Right bum cheek squeezed, or whichever leg is trailing. Stay tall in the chest and come down as low as you can, right? So you see here, the calf is being covered by my hamstring, and my rear knee is not touching the floor. So things I'm looking for from you guys here, rear knee off the floor, as much bend as you can here. If your heel is lifting a bit at the front,
Halfway there.
that's okay. But if you're getting any discomfort anywhere beyond the gigantic stretch here and the burning in your leg, then back off the range. All right, like I said, going body weight here, just to grease the groove and give you guys a chance to figure it out. Because maybe you won't want to use weights today.
Rest.
That one does require a lot of nuance. If I'm in the gym with you, I've probably got your foot on an elevation, a riser, some plates or a low step, to feel this out, because probably that hip at the back is very tight, right? If you couldn't quite keep your knee off the floor. All of this is fine and very normal. Tough to do in this kind of format, but I wanted to introduce it to you. Practice at any time, it's an incredible one. If I had to do top 3 leg exercises, it is in there because of what it's doing for us, right? So let's go for second side. Bum cheek squeeze. This hip flexor getting lengthened under load, so it's getting strong. Wow. As much coverage here, drive tall. Try to keep your chest tall, right? So we can get the benefit, really feeling that hip. A little pause at the bottom, always a nice idea. Really opening up
Halfway there.
what some of that sitting has done for us today. We've all more than likely faced. Definitely more of a flexy session today. But as I'm sure you're appreciating, you don't need a lot of weight for this one to really get tough.
Rest.
Okay. We're pairing this up with the Jefferson curl. If you've been following along this series, that one has been coming up, strengthening and lengthening the whole back end of the body. But because we are dealing with spinal flexion here, like so, I want you to go really light. If you've been doing this, pick up where you left off. Maybe add a little bit of weight today, but it's very gradual. Don't grab anything heavy, all right? I'm just gonna go body weight first so you can follow along with me.
Round 3.
Feet are together, legs are locked, chin to chest, keeping the legs squeezed and just rolling down the spine, one vertebrae at a time, as far as you can go. And then we're gonna really reach and lock in a pause at the bottom and roll back up the way we came. Like I said, if you've been using load for this, love that, cool. You're going to be holding those dumbbells in your hands.
Right there.
Again, for the record, if you're in the gym doing this, or at home with a good setup, if your hands are now going past your toes and you're hitting the floor,
10 seconds.
please grab, step on something so that you can keep going, right? So you can really reach down, roll back on up.
Rest.
Cool. Just doing that pairing one more time. I'm sorry to limit you. If you want to grab any weights for that ATG split squat, either because you've done them before in any of my programs or whatnot, please do. I'm actually going to stick with body weight. Or am I? I'm going to do some dumbbells. I'm going to do it. But you need to live your truth and go with what feels good.
Round 4.
I like a bit of weight. Not too much, but even if something is still tough for you and you feel really tight, it can pull you a little bit deeper into those positions. Like I said, there's limits to that. But this is really nice, increasing my stretch.
Halfway there.
Definitely feel how tight my hip flexors are, just from sitting quite a bit today. Normally I'm
10 seconds.
really quite proficient at this one. It's amazing how your body can really tighten up. Ooh,
Rest.
cool. So one more side to go, then the Jeffs again. Nice, I hope you're having a nice time. Kind of a low-key vibe here. You kick things up a notch, get a big pump on towards the end. But this stuff's magic. These two, progress with these, your body will feel so much better.
Round 1.
So again, just as a visual, depending on what your setup at home is, because these will come up again, or if you want to practice them on your own, you can be elevating your front foot however many inches you need to achieve the goal of hamstring covering the calf and the rear knee off the ground, right? Because that will require some reasonable range
Halfway there.
in the hip flexor.
Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh, lovely, feel better already. I'm gonna use one of these dumbbells for my Jefferson. You can hold 2, you can hold 1. Jolly good. Oh, bye. Okay.
Last round.
And away we go. Nice and steady, guys. Even if you just do 2 or 3 reps, let's get the most out of them.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Lovely, friend. Okay. We're going to come into some single arm rows now. We're going to be doing these tripod style. So I'm going to use one. You could use anything, right? Bit of furniture knocking around to support yourself here. Okay. But my feet will actually be together like so, which is kind of a bit more challenging. All right. What's going on?
Rest.
Cool. 30 more seconds. Sorry, so support here. If you don't have that, you can just support in a split stance here. Main rules are going to apply though, right? I like to reach the hand at the bottom to stretch out all these muscles that we're trying to work. So a bit of a reach at the bottom, and then pull the shoulder blade
10
back
seconds.
and down, and sweep the elbow towards the hip, as opposed to up here. Right, what are we doing? Let's get it.
Let's go.
Like I said, my foot position is actually making this a little bit harder. If you want to split your feet, you can do that. Notice my little hold at the top of the movement, really fighting to squeeze, build some scapular strength as well.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh. Remember to have some water? Don't know where mine is. I'm parched. But working out is a good time to stay on top of your hydration. Alrighty, friends. We're gonna hit the other side. Then we're gonna do some hollow rocks, just because I'm in a bad mood, to be honest with you. And I wanted to punish everyone, not just me. I jest. We want to be gymnastic, strong.
Round 2.
Always slowing that stretching portion down. Really nice.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Oh, lovely.
Rest.
Okay, guys, whether you did the hollow hold with me previously or not, similar, but we're making it dynamic. So, easiest version here, okay? Little harder, little harder. Somewhere in between, you could do this. That's a good option. And what you're gonna see me do, trying to keep rigid tension, is I'm gonna rock backwards and forwards. All right, let's get it. So I've got pointed toes and fingers, and I'm actually trying to keep the same shape. I'm just rocking on the small of my back. Okay, back and forward. Try not to flail your legs and arms, and like I said, if you have to tuck a leg or two, go for it. I'm gonna stop talking.
Halfway there.
That's tough. Just make sure your lower back is in contact with the floor.
10 seconds.
Oh!
Rest.
I did stop before the buzzer. That was weak of me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll try not to do that next time. Anything hollow related, you know. Something about it. So mentally unpleasant. Oh, we got an arm AMRAP at the end there,
Round 4.
and that's just joyous. If you're ever worried about your position of the back in rows, all I'm ever thinking is driving my bum back and sort of keeping my chest kind of puffed up. But pushing the hips back helps to keep that spine nice and flat, which is good in our rows.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh man, it's lovely, it's great, super, really super. Oh man. Lovely. Monday. You're not supposed to say that kind of thing in YouTube videos because they're evergreen, you know, but who am I kidding? It's Monday where I am. And England is cold and grey. I see a lot of you are from the United States. You guys have diverse weather patterns, must be said, so I can't generalize. Spent a lot of time in California, you know. Can't deny the enjoyable climate that California is.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Last one, come on.
Rest.
Oh, I need a meal, a nutritious meal. I'm excited. Excited for a meal. So this probably isn't the usual motivational fitness instructor that you come to require from a reliable YouTube source, but you know, I'm a person too. Okay, come on guys. Let's get a great old hollow under our belts. Come on, point the toes, point the fingers. Elegance in motion. We are elegance in motion.
Halfway there. Seconds. Rest.
Oh, that counts. Oh, that counts. That was really tense. And yet here we are, arms and shoulders. Not gonna lie, this one's gonna burn, but I like it. So this is one of our SEIZA pump series. SEIZA sit being this position here, all right, maybe really uncomfortable and inaccessible. You can perform all of these movements in a tall kneeling if you prefer. I really like doing some isolation work here. It's different, challenges you in different ways. It's a great way to just sneak in a stretch for all these parts. We are going externally rotated curl, 10 to 15. Poliquin raise, that might be a new one, I'll show you that. That's like curl to halfway. Elbows out, extend the arm, shoulders, and then into triceps. 2 sets probably be good here. We might sneak in 3. So we're gonna start off dumbbells, palms facing away, squeeze to the top, try and get a full stretch. You might have to lean back a little bit to get that full stretch in, but that's important, fully stretch. You can play with the rep range here today depending on how much weight you're using. 10 to 15 is pretty good for these movements, but it might fall either side depending on your weight selection. Just make sure you challenge yourself. Oh, I think I went the whole hog there. Okay, this is going to be really tough. Definitely less reps here. Poliquin raise. Jesus God. Be lucky if he gets 8. Yeah. Oh man, that's all I can do. Oh my gosh, so hard. I'm gonna get something a little heavier for my triceps. 1 dumbbell. Overhead extension, really nice. Working on our shoulder flexion here, pulling those elbows back. Keep them relatively tight Full stretch at the bottom. Nice squeeze into the top. Again, this one may make your shoulders feel tight. Simply do your best. Focus on quality of the rep, not the weight. It will get better. Oh, with us, lovely, that'll do. Oh no, I gotta do it again. Take 30 seconds off. I'm not just making that up, by the way, given the back-to-back nature of this work. That will take us to around 3 minutes. No matter what happens, we're gonna get that round in, all right? Round 2, it's gonna be our last round, so let's work hard. Whew. Those raises, man, goodness me. All right, don't be surprised if that fatigue really gets you here.
Halfway there.
And your reps drop. That's still just making it tough for us. Full stretch, full stretch. Good God. Whew. Oh yeah, here we go, come on. Really not nice. Come on, let's get another 4. Oh no. Come on. 7 and 8. Come on, Jazzy. Jazzy J. Sweet God. I'm gonna have a lot of time. I'm gonna do another 1 or 2. Yeah! YOLO! Okay. One more big tricep extension. Coming up. Big set, big set.
1 minute.
Thank you, sir. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna do it. Oh man, okay, tremendous. Really enjoyed that.
10 seconds.
Oh, you are done. So done.
Rest.
Join me here for a few wee stretches, but well done. Well done, that got uncomfortable. But a really nice session all in all today, I'm sure you'll agree. So we're on all fours, elbows on the floor, hands together.
Let's go.
And just gently pull yourself towards the floor. If your head rests on the floor, cool, but keep working the elbows. So I'm gonna drive the elbows in. Big lat and tricep number here. If you've got anywhere to elevate your hands, you can do that now or in the future. It's a really nice one. Elevate your elbows, sorry. Driving down.
Halfway there. 10 seconds. Rest.
Similar base. Child's pose with side bend, bum down over the heels. I'm going to walk my hands towards one side. I'm going left, and then I feel it on the outside, on the right of my upper back. You might even feel it into your lower back. That's nice. I'm just going to hang out there.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
All right, same on the other side. Walk them to the other side. Find that stretch on the outer side of the upper back there. Oh yeah, and then just really press and lock in.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Oh, lovely. I think our last one doesn't have to be, but can be a bit more active.
Last round.
Oh, so I'm in shoulder extension here, and I'm gonna press my hips to the sky. You could just chill in a similar base, but big stretch on the belly and the shoulders. Oh, good. And I'm gonna gently lower
Halfway there.
to passive to finish. Oh.
10 seconds. Rest.
Oh, well, Billy Goat's gruff. That was a damn fine time, and I hope you agreed. If you're new around here, let me know who you are and where you're from. I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, I'm going to see you in the next workout. Well done, my friend.